guys.
Hey guys.
It's Liz.
And it's Timi.
Welcome to our Essence Podcast.
We are live.
We really are. We actually did this.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
I know.
It's been so long.
I know.
First of all, doing this is not easy. Oh, it's easy, but like too many technical difficulties. But we made it.
We made it. And thanks for tuning in, guys. And thanks for believing in all your support. And we're live.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, so let's check in. How was your week?
My week was actually pretty good. It was busier than expected, but I can't complain about it. It was pretty good. There's ups and downs, but you know.
And my week was lit.
Yes.
I just came back from NOLA. So yeah, I had a nice week. It was relaxing. Even though I said I wasn't gonna work, I still did a little bit of work. I can't help myself.
I feel like those kind of things happens, you know.
Yeah.
Just like you have plans and plans change.
Yeah.
So
I still had to work, but I think I was pretty good at only doing like the emergency stuff.
yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I had a fun weekend, but it's nice to come back to reality.
Yeah, welcome back to Jersey.
Yes. I'm glad to be back. All right. Let's move on. What's next?
Well, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
How about
we
that?
should.
Let's introduce ourselves.
What do you guys want to know?
I got nervous.
Alright. Well, you guys already know I'm Liz or Elizabeth.
Okay, and I'm Timi. So we're 27 years old.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
You just turned 27?
I just turned 27 last week.
Literally.
Yeah, so we're not sure when this is gonna be live, but I turned 27 May 29th.
May 13th?
May 9th.
Oh, May 9th.
Yes, I turned 27. So I don't remember what year exactly we met, but
I feel like...
I was still in college,
Yeah,
definitely.
same. So maybe like...
I was still in college.
2016.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that's when
Either
I started going to that
2015
church.
or
No,
2016.
I wasn't in that church in 2015.
Oh,
I don't think
really?
so. Okay, maybe 2015, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
you're right, yeah.
maybe
Like end of 2015.
into 2016.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to go with you guys too.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
So maybe 2015 to 2016.
Yeah.
How we first met.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact time we
I
met.
don't remember.
But I remember thinking that, oh, she doesn't like me.
Same. No, it's crazy because you and your sister just kept to yourself, and we were the newbies.
Yeah.
Basically, even though you were away at college, we were still the newbies.
Yeah.
So when you came back, I'm just like, because everybody else was already like, oh hey.
Yeah.
But like you and your sister were just like, we don't talk to nobody, and we're just gonna keep talking.
No, that sounds really bad, but anyone that knows me, I tend to keep to myself a lot. If I don't have anything to say, I'm not gonna say anything. So when it comes to meeting new people, I'm just a little like, I'm awkward.
No new friends.
It's not even that. I'm just an awkward person, and I'm very easily intimidated. Maybe, yeah. So I thought she was intimidating because she was just like,
I get
she
that a
carries
lot. I don't
herself
know why.
very well. She carries herself very well and put
Take it as
together.
a compliment.
Yeah. So I was intimidated. So for a long time, I thought she did not like me.
I thought she didn't like me.
This is why you communicate.
But for me, I was like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
she doesn't know me, so I can't be upset at it. So I just, I don't know. I inserted myself. I made her like me.
I think over time, the more I talk with her, the more I realize we have a lot in common.
Yeah, we really
like we have differences, but we also have a lot in common.
Yeah.
So over time, I learned that. But I thought she didn't like me, so I would just like not say too much.
I could sense it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, she don't really be talking. But I see you talking to other people. Even that, you weren't really, but you still talked a little bit more to them than you did to
I'm
me.
just not good with... It's something I need to work on. I understand that, but I'm just not very good with meeting new people. I'm very awkward. So
I'm awkward too, but like even in that awkwardness, I'ma still do what I gotta do.
I'm not a good conversation starter.
I think it depends on the energy of the
true.
people I'm dealing with.
That's
Because sometimes I will be quiet and keep to myself. But like if I feel that you're gonna give me good energy, then I'm gonna talk.
So it's been like 4 years now. I think now we knew each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Now I know she does like me. At least I think she does like me. But yeah, that was how we met. Yeah, we didn't hang out for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe in group settings, like
right.
church events and stuff, yeah. But then eventually we just, I don't know, just worked naturally, literally. And we would just have different hangouts and we would talk like the whole night away.
Seriously. Like, and I think that's how this podcast came about, because I think we talked about this January 1st because it was on her birthday.
She called me. She's like, I've been thinking about. I was like, me too.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't even know where that came from. But I was like, Liz and I hang out not often. When we do hang out, we talk for hours. Yeah. And it's like, why not just like record it? Like, and when I told her, she was like, me too. And so that's how God works. So.
Yep. So it just had to be done, and now we're here. And now we're our essence. Are you guys ready to know more about our essence?
Yeah. So why did we choose our essence?
I don't know. I felt like we just wanted something that would show who we are as people. Mm-hmm. So we didn't want anything like too cliche. Right. And I don't know. It just came. Our essence just kind of came to us, and we were like, oh yeah, that's perfect, because it'd be like people getting to know us as we get to know ourselves, because we definitely don't know everything about ourselves. So I just felt like it was a perfect name. Yeah,
and I felt like after we did some research on what the word meant, like it's about your core values, what makes you who you are, and we kind of reflected on that, like what makes us who we are, and we had those listed down. I think the point of this is also to find ourselves. Yeah. As we kind of 100%. Grow up, and now we're 27. We're so old.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still young.
But we're always gonna continuously find who we are, and we want to bring you guys on that journey with us as we find our essence and more about our essence and more about what makes us who we are. And as individuals, we tend to evolve too.
That's true. And I feel like there's so many people our age or in our age group that are also like going through and experiencing the same thing. Right. But people don't really talk about it. So hopefully we can start the conversation up and get more young people talking about the things that we're dealing with on a regular basis. So that's what this is for. Yeah. And we hope you guys enjoy, we hope we don't bore you guys. Yeah. But we're going to do our best. We're just going to be ourselves. So, I mean, obviously that's not going to be for everybody, but there's going to be people out there that's going to enjoy watching us and listening to us. So this is for you.
Right. So, now, so it's, we're in May now. Yeah. And some of us said...
This year is going.
I know, it's going really fast. Some of us set New Year's resolutions, and some of us did not. Mm-hmm. And now that we're both 27, this is chapter 27. Yes. She's already been in it, but I'm just joining the club. Mm-hmm. But what were some of the things that you had for yourself, goals you have for yourself for, 27? Because she turned 27 January 1st,
So I think this is my first year where I didn't say, oh, I'm going to have resolutions. Mm-hmm. Obviously I mentally know what goals I want to do. Right. But I feel like in 2020, I learned a lot that man plans, but God proposes. Literally you can plan, but God's going to be like, you thought. Yeah. So I guess my goal, I would say for this year, is to enjoy life more. Mm-hmm. Is to not be afraid to completely be myself. Not be afraid and not even that, not be afraid to show people myself, because I feel like I'm very closed off. I don't let people I don't let a lot of people see the quirky, sarcastic, playful
very
Elizabeth.
Sarcastic.
Everyone usually just sees the business side of Elizabeth, right? So I feel like this year I'm taking the time out to get people to know me better, to be more open, and just to enjoy life and have more fun, because I'm already, no matter what, if whether I write the goals out or not, I already know I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make my business grow, do whatever it takes to make my family good. So it's I didn't feel the need to make resolutions, because I felt to even plan. Normally I would have my whole year planned out. Yeah, but we spent half of last year in lockdown. So it was that plan went out the window. So now it's I'm just taking things one day at a time or 1 week at a time, and
it'll work out when it works out. Yeah.
Because then you're just going to be stressing for no reason. You're going to make a plan. Oh my gosh, it didn't go as planned. And you're going to think your life is over.
Right.
But it's really not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And things changes too. I think for me, turning 27, I didn't necessarily have a goal. Even for 2021, I've never been the type to have like goals or resolutions. Like I'll just say, I don't do it in the beginning of the year. I might do it in the middle of the year. Like by this certain amount of time, I'll do this. But this year, I didn't really have a goal. I just wanted to live more and not be afraid to be out there. And this year definitely proved that because, you know, I'm kind of on social media again because I kind of took a long break where I wasn't on social media at all. And I was like, you know, I'm in my 20s. I don't want to regret, like, things I didn't do and wish I did. So I think that was the big thing, kind of going off of what you said. I just wanted to kind of live my life and not have any regrets and kind of get closer to God, which I'm working on also. So those are the two big things. And just enjoy life, hang out with friends, and kind of go from there.
We're going to be 30.
3 years, guys.
And married with kids, and it's gonna be all about them. So I feel like I want to use this time to enjoy being by I mean, I already love being alone. That's one thing about it. I like to be alone. But now I want to like take the time out to also explore with other people and not just always be, because if you let me be by myself for a whole month, I could be by myself for a whole month. It's actually a problem. So this year I'm working on being more social. Outside of social media, like in person, physically, more social. Because I'm social on social media, but physically,
no. Like we had this conversation where we need to be out there. We need to put ourselves out there.
The streets are calling our name,
and so be social because both of us are usually not. Me worse than her because I'm more like. I feel, and I'm trying to get better at it and be more out there and social.
Open. Yeah, I think we're doing good. We are, but it's May. We need to do better. Because we even had a whole girls' weekend and we did not leave the house. We spent the whole weekend inside.
No, but that wasn't our fault though. Like we had a whole weekend plan. You know, we're gonna do this, do that.
Only one thing didn't work out, and then we decided not to go out anymore. And we could have still went out.
And instead, we stayed home, watched movies, listened to music, ate mad junk food, and did that on repeat for like 3 days.
Yes, literally.
But it was very well needed.
It was.
But we definitely need to be out there.
Yeah, we do.
We need to be out there.
We're young, so I feel like there's no need in acting older. Like, yes, we want to be mature, but we want to be mature and still have fun. Like, so I feel like I think we're doing a good job. And being more intentional about actually having fun and socializing more.
I think the fact that we're being more intentional about it is a good thing.
That's my word for this year.
Yeah, to be intentional. Yeah, and getting ourselves out of that comfort zone. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but for me, like I need to definitely do that more and be more intentional and just not stay in the little box that I put myself into. I think, you know, that just comes along too. You're not going to get that all in one day and we still have like 7 more months of 2021, but you know, time goes goodbye fast.
For me also, I think another thing that I wanted to make sure I did this year was I feel like there's so much things I'm supposed to be doing, right? And there's so much that I know that I'm called to do. Right. But I always feel bad doing so many things because I don't want people to, because I always feel like people are going to be like, oh my god, what does she think she is? Why is she doing so? Why she think she could do everything, right? But this year I was like, I don't care. Yes, I could do everything and I'm going to do everything. Because God gave me the talent, so why waste it?
I that's one other thing about me too. I care so much about what people think and what they're going to say that it prevents me from doing things, and you can't have that. Again, still learning progress. But I think that's one thing about me too that I need to really work on is not care about what people think. And if you want to do everything. Who cares?
Prepare yourself. Elizabeth's gonna be
she's
doing
coming.
A lot.
She's definitely coming.
Because I feel like if the ideas are coming, if God is blessing me with these ideas and this talent, why waste it? Like it's like in the Bible, the guy that God gave one talent to, he didn't do anything with it because he thought that, oh, I only have one. And the guy that God gave so many talents to, he did a lot with it. So it's like,
Right.
I don't want to waste what God has already given
you
to me. So it's like,
yeah. And I feel like you have so many things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of things, by the way. Like some people don't have, some of us right here don't have those gifts and talents, and it's easier said than done. Like, I'm wishing I could do all those things that she could do.
But I feel like you have your own. You just have to unlock it.
Yeah, that's true. But the grass is always greener on the other side. You always think, oh, I wish I could do this. I wish I could. But now that you have it, how are you gonna use it?
Sometimes I feel over like too much burden on myself because I feel like I could do too much, and I always feel like because I could do it, I shouldn't waste it, and that kind of creates like this weight on my shoulders sometimes. So the grass isn't always at the side.
Yeah, but for people looking outside, or like, oh, I wish she can dance, right? Like, really well. And me, I cannot. So I'm always like, I wish I could dance. But what if
it's like how she wish I wear glasses. She wishes, sis, you don't wish you could wear glasses.
Like, so when you don't have that gift and talent, you always wish that you do. But God, I guess God knows what you need and what
He knows
you don't
best.
Because maybe if I knew how to dance, I still wouldn't use it. Who knows? But you never know. So the grass always going to the other side, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah. Another thing this year, so going into this year, you make plans sometimes, and a lot of the times the plans don't go like this. It's like, say if you want to make it out loud, tell him your plans. So, like, I think going into this year, I realized that my plans are not my own and I'm not in control. I think even before the end of the year last year, I came to that epiphany, like, you're not in control of everything. Like, let God handle that. Like, this is Bible verse that says, "Be still and know that I am God." And it's one of those things where you have to just let God be who He is, and you just be still and let Him take control. So I think going into this year, I realized that, like, I can't control everything, and because something about me is when I'm not controlling things, or I don't have control of certain things, I start getting overwhelmed and anxious. So me having to let go of that, it's a big thing, letting God take over that. So
it just described my life. I have trust issues. I have control issues. Because I like to be in charge, and I think it's because in my life in general, I'm the firstborn, so I already have to lead my household. I'm also leaders in multiple org, so like it's already like I always have to be a leader, so then that created this control issue for me where I feel like I have to control everything. So when things don't go my way, it's a problem, or when things don't do things the way I want them to do things, it becomes a problem. But I would say one thing I definitely, once I realized that, I think last year was like a year where I learned a lot of, because we were home. So I got to do a lot of in-work, self-reflection. So like now I know that, okay, I want to learn to let go of certain control sometimes. Sometimes I might not always know best. And then my way is not the only way. Right? There's multiple ways to get to the destination. So I'm learning that, and I feel like I'm not there yet.
Right. You can never be there.
But I'm getting better at letting go of certain things, and not like, not feeling like I have to control. Right. Like I definitely know for me when it comes to like marriage and all that, I've definitely like go like,
it is what it is.
It's not in my hands. This is what that don't give me a headache no more. Like there's certain aspects of my life I'm like, okay,
you just gotta let it be.
I just gotta let it be, because what's the point of feeling like I have to plan it? I mean, like, I feel like when we were younger, I probably was like, oh, I want to be married by 25, first child by 27, second by 30, dun boom. Look, even right now, you can't pay me to have kids. Right. Like, eventually, it's gonna happen. It's coming, but like, I'm not in any rush for that. Like, I mean, obviously, I do want to be married soon, but like, it's not like, it's not rushing. There's not,
it's like when it's time, it'll be
time.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Nobody is like, I don't know.
Go get married.
I mean, I'm sure my mom would love it. The aunties and the uncles.
They're always asking. But
But I'm just like, it's coming soon, amen. Thank God, Like, that's,
Yeah, and, you can't control all those things. You just have to let it go, and whatever happens. But just keep pursuing what you want, and, the time will come. So that was definitely a big thing for me. Like, now letting go of that and surrendering. That's the preferred for just surrendering that control and believe that God will do it in God's time. You know, it's not my time, and I can plan as much as I want to.
Yeah.
But I have no control of what happens.
We really don't.
We have no control.
Oof, man, it's crazy. I feel like if I had control over my life, or if I thought I was going to be doing, like right now, I'd probably be graduating from med school. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, but now I don't want to be a doctor no more. What was I thinking?
Plans don't change.
I mean, maybe later on I'll do something in the medical, but I honestly just feel like I'm called to like help people in a different way, like business, sticking to the business side, and then the IT side of things. Like, I don't see myself wearing a scrub and a lab coat.
I think that comes with age too, because when you're 18 going into college and you're early 20s,
I wanted to cure cancer.
Yeah, and you're in your early 20s, you have, not saying that you can't fulfill those goals you have when you're that age, but your experiences changes and your view of life changes, 100%. And therefore sometimes your goal might change. Yeah, you know, and there are some people that say, "Oh, I want to be a doctor," when they're like 10 and they fulfill those goals, but everybody is different in that way, and just have to surrender. Whatever happens, and just give it to God to handle that.
But do you sometimes feel like bad for not accomplishing certain things that you wanted to accomplish, or sometimes I feel guilty that maybe I'm giving up too easily?
I don't see it as that. Okay, so there was a time where I felt that I did not accomplish anything in my life. I still
don't think I've accomplished anything.
Yeah, like when I was about to turn 25, I had I had a huge quarter life crisis where I thought that, you know, I haven't done anything with my life. I had all these goals set for myself and I didn't fulfill those goals. Or I wanted to be this and I wasn't this. So I feel like that's the time that I really had I was very anxious about it. But now I don't feel guilty. I just feel like God just pulls you in a different direction. Like, because I truly believe that God puts you where he wants you to be. Okay. So I don't feel guilty that I didn't, or I went towards a different path. I just feel like sometimes your life experiences change and your mind, you took it to change your mind, but God will lead you where he wants you to be, no matter how much you want to plan it. God will always lead you where you want it to be, and you're not somewhere by mistake.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's why I don't personally feel guilty about it, but I think I just came to that conclusion that, like, God will lead you to where he wants you. You're where you are because he wants you to be there. Yeah. I don't think you should feel guilty about that, because people's goals and dreams changes all the time now.
Yeah, I think for me, it's trying to make sure that I'm not giving up. Yeah. Like, I'm changing my goal for the right reason. Because sometimes you feel like because it was that path was hard. Yeah. Or you're just giving up, or is it just not meant to be in that path?
I get. So freshman year, right? I said I was going to go into med school. I was going to be a pre-med. Did biology. I said, this is not what God wants me to do. I felt guilty in that, thinking that I was giving up because it was hard. But at the time I realized that maybe I just didn't have passion for it, because I would just cry all the time. Yeah. Like, call my mom, I can't do that. She would encourage me, but I felt like I wasn't happy doing it, and I didn't. At first, I felt guilty for giving up, but I wasn't happy doing it, so I moved on.
I think for me it wasn't that. It was definitely hard, like, but I still kept going. Even I feel like up until a year before I graduated was when I knew that maybe I don't really want to go to med school. Like, I don't. Like, I still wanted to do something in the field of oncology and helping people, but I don't necessarily feel like I want to be in the hospital or like on the, you know, like that close to it. And then I had to realize there's different paths to get to still help people.
You don't have to be in the medical field.
Yeah, I really don't. And honestly, I can't see myself being as passionate for medicine as I am for what I do now. Yeah. So it's just like,
God puts you where He wants
so it's
you
like,
to be.
I guess I'm not giving up. I'm just not meant to be there in that way. Like, I'm gonna help in a different way. I guess that's what it is.
And I think you're doing good, and I see this. I can't see you doing anything else because you're just so good at it. And obviously
really,
you're going to continue.
I really
growing.
can't see myself putting a lab coat on. Like, hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth. I'm here to check it.
I mean, you can never say never either.
No, that's why I would say maybe later on I would do something. If my mom had her way, I'll be in nursing school. always go to nursing school. It's not by force.
Yeah, it's not.
Really
I think it's just the culture that we're in, that our parents want us to be either doctors, lawyers, engineers.
But my thing is, there's more than, I feel like it's because they feel like that's the only high society title.
Yeah,
that has
money.
But there's so many ways to make money without the title. And then another thing is, they want you to go get your master's, or like my mom keeps saying, you used to get your PhD in what? And what am I using this PhD for? And I keep telling her that, like, yes, I definitely have plans to go back to school, right? And get those things. But, like, I'm not going to go get a PhD just to get a PhD, just so you could call me Dr. Elizabeth. That title doesn't mean nothing to me. Yeah. So it's like, and that's a lot of time also and energy. So if I'm going to do something and spend that much money, I have to be passionate about it. Right. And as of now, there's nothing that I want to get a PhD in. So it's like...
And right now you're happy doing what you're doing, and that's your passion.
And I'd rather put more energy towards making the business grow than sitting in class for 4 more years.
Yeah, and going back to that question about, do you ever feel guilty? That's why you shouldn't feel guilty, though, because
it's hard. Something I feel like it's hard when you're the firstborn child. The parents they already have such high expectations for you, and they already put so much, like, they're relying on you to do all these things, right? So you feel like you're letting them down in a way. So for me, it's like, I don't think I'm letting myself down. I feel like I'm letting them down.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Because I'm not doing what they envisioned me to do. Like, I mean, obviously they're going to be happy with me as long as, if I'm happy, they're happy. Right. But at the end, my mom will probably be happier if I'm Dr. Elizabeth.
I definitely relate to, because I really 100%, because I'm also the firstborn, and I think because I'm the firstborn, I tend to do everything my parents ask or tell me to do, because I don't want to disappoint. So when I went into college as a biology major, it's because my dad and my mom said, be a doctor, right? So, like, and I think I've carried that with me my entire life, where, like, I have to make them proud and not disappoint them, because the worst thing is disappointing your parent,
especially immigrant parents that came all the way here, like, exactly, for you to have a good life. Yeah,
but I mean, it's still something that I personally struggle with, not disappointing, making sure I do things to make them happy, but that's very confusing for me. Like, I'm still not there yet.
There's still a battle. Yeah. I think not necessarily. I've definitely come a long way with wanting to please my parents. Yeah. That one I would definitely, I feel like now I have a way to, like, stand my ground and be like, this is not the path I want to take. And I need you to understand that this is why I want to do this certain thing. And I think they're more willing to hear. Yeah. I mean, they're still gonna say, we want you to do this, right, but they're more understanding if I don't do it. So that's definitely fine. But you're still gonna feel, I still feel that little, there's still that little voice in the back of my head.
Oh, there's still, like, a bad shit. I mean, let me not speak your bad, but yikes. If you do it, then your siblings will follow along. Yeah. So it's like you're stepping, you're making the path. You're the lead, essentially. Yeah. Like, you're leading the way, because you want a lot of pressure. They want your siblings to follow in your footsteps, and that's a huge pressure. Like,
if my brother does something bad, it's because I didn't train him right. No, it's so much pressure. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And many times I told my brother, don't do that, because I'm gonna be in trouble. Because, like, because our parents, like, in the Nigerian household, like, if you're the oldest, you're in charge, essentially. Like, everything is on you to make sure you take the initiative and make sure that your siblings have a good path to follow. Because if you go ahead and not go to college, they're not gonna go to college. Then it's like, oh, you see what you did, your siblings didn't go to college because you didn't go to college. Yep. So that's just an example, but it's usually a lot of pressure. So I'm still struggling with that. I don't have an answer for that.
Mom, Dad, please relieve the pressure a little.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I think everybody has that struggle, though. But if you
have
have a way,
parents or just African parents,
yeah, if you have a way to get through it,
let us know.
Let us know. But I think it's a thing that it's always gonna be a struggle. Yeah.
Hopefully, when I get married, they will relieve the pressure a little bit.
No,
you don't think so?
I don't think so.
No, it's just like I didn't ask to be a mom, but I feel like a mom. A mom with 2 grown kids.
You're the head of the household, they would say. That's literally what they say.
If the bills aren't paid on time, it's my fault. If like there's no groceries,
she has a different
pressure. If there's no groceries, if there's no water in the house, it's Elizabeth's fault, because Elizabeth should have known that there was water about to finish in the house. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, mine is just more like if maybe somebody, my siblings mess up.
Yeah. No, mine is everything.
It's because maybe I don't know, but
I'm the sister, the mom, the daughter, the advisor, the take you to the hospital. I'm everything. Basically, life is pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's what we're basically saying. Yes, there's struggles. Trust me, lots of struggles. But I feel like overall, I'm thankful for life. I always say I'm God's favorite child, because the way he be blessing me don't be making sense. It don't be making sense. It don't be making sense. I just be like, me again? Wow, God, you must really like. I'm sorry, but I'm his favorite.
That's why they named me Oluwatimileyin. God is with me, but I don't know what you're talking about. But that's okay.
Elizabeth Odun Ayo, Temilade Olajumoke Adebisi.
Her whole what did they call it?
My whole name, my whole government.
Your whole government, that's what it is. Okay.
Should I break down the names?
Okay.
Elizabeth means consecrated from God. So why won't I be his favorite? Odunayo, year of joy. Temilade, mine is what? Crown. Olajumoke.
All of it now.
There's plenty, like
all of it now.
Even my last name, Adejumo, collective crown. Like Okpo, right?
Tell them now.
There's a lot. So God, there's no way God will not love me. He loves me. But yeah, no, seriously, I feel like chapter 27 is going good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm only in day.
How many? Day 10?
Day 7.
Day 7.
Yeah, day 7. But I do believe that it's going to be a great year.
Yeah.
I definitely believe it's already a great year so far. So I'm not the type I don't really enjoy my birthday. I used to enjoy my birthday, but in the last few years I haven't enjoyed my birthday. I don't like my birthday, but this year was definitely a great birthday, and they made it very great. So I went into this year knowing and believing that like everything's gonna work out with positive mindset, believing that like I'm gonna continue to grow, come out of my comfort zone. So I have a positive mindset going into this year. So it's gonna be a great year.
I agree.
Definitely believe that.
I'm very confident. I feel like even if there's gonna be little obstacles here and there, I feel like overall, God has already went before us. So I know overall this year is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Just based on how everything is going. So, and I feel like it's, even if bad things happen, because we already have this mindset that our year is going to go great and that no matter what, we're going to overcome what's put in our way. Yeah. I already know we're going to, and because we've already been so intentional about what we do and how we do things.
Yeah, and I had this great epiphany too, like in January or February. I was like, oh, you know that meme with the little girl holding a little teddy bear and Jesus had the big teddy bear behind him? It's like there's a meme on it.
Oh, I have to see it.
And Jesus was trying to tell her to give him that little teddy bear that she was holding on to so tight, because he had something big planned for her. But so I realized that like I can't keep holding on to that small teddy bear, because if I keep holding on to that small thing, I would never get the big thing God has for me. So that was a definitely big lesson. And I hung up to that word very tight, that you can't hold on to the small things. You know,
you can't be afraid to
yeah,
get bigger
that's
things.
a good way to do it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can't just have that small dream and not expand or holding on to things that you shouldn't, because you never know what God has planned for you. And God will not give you the big things unless you let go of that thing that you're thinking is going to make you happy.
Yeah.
So.
I agree 100%. I feel like that's why I knew that this year I don't want to be afraid to like launch different businesses or start new things or show people different sides of Elizabeth. Like, if they think I'm doing too much, they can show.
Yeah, just don't care about what they think.
No, seriously, because I used to be like, oh, they're gonna be like, oh, she has come again.
Real?
No, because there's so many things I want to do and things that I already do. I just don't tell people about, right? Like, there's so people don't know half the things I do. But this year, you guys,
better tell them.
You're not ready, because I'm gonna be out there. Like, I'm not gonna shut my light out because I don't want people to be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that's not fair to me, it's not fair to what God has put in me. So I know that this year I'm definitely coming out. Yeah,
follow what you want, follow your plans, your goals, your dream, and you'll be surprised.
Don't care what other people are gonna say. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. And if it's a good thing, why should you be afraid? Why should you care what other people are gonna say? Like, at the end, do things for you, because they're gonna do what they want to do for themselves too. So why should you care what other people are gonna say? Yeah,
I definitely was very afraid to do this, even though like I was excited and I wanted to start this podcast. Like, she knows I was like very nervous and scared.
But do it scared.
Yeah,
it's better to do it scared than to not do it at all.
Exactly, and that's why I continued on, because I gotta get out of my comfort zone. I gotta like keep.
And you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm so proud. Like, I gotta keep on pushing, and if I have something I want to do in my heart, I have to continue doing it, and I have to go for it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you just dim in your light, and
yes.
So like, as much as I was so nervous to do this, like,
even the Bible says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." So if you're dimming your light, you're dimming God's light, and that's a sin. We don't want that.
Right.
So shine, baby.
So get out of your comfort zone, man.
Yes. Get out of your comfort zone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you guys.
Bye.